I had always known my wife's friends were a bad influence, but I never imagined they would interfere so deeply in our marriage. They constantly whispered in her ear that I didn't appreciate her enough, that she deserved more freedom, more fun, more control. And one evening, after a heated argument over something trivial, they planted a poisonous idea. Leave him for a week, teach him a lesson, let him see what life without you feels like. The next morning, she packed her bags. No warning, no real conversation, no goodbye. She stood at the door with her suitcase, her eyes cold, and simply said, "Maybe this will show you how much you take me for granted." Then she walked out, following their advice, not her heart. I sat in silence, staring at the empty space where she had just been, my chest feeling hollow. At first, anger surged through me. How could the woman I loved and built a life with believe that walking away would teach me anything other than pain? But soon that anger gave way to something sharper, clarity. If she was willing to leave me based on the manipulation of her so-called friends, then maybe she never truly understood the depth of my love or sacrifice. That night, I sat alone in our quiet home, surrounded by everything we had built together. The framed photos, the laughter frozen in still images, the wedding ring still on my hand. My phone buzzed with messages from her friends mocking me, telling me this was my punishment. That was the moment I decided no more games, no more silence. I picked up my phone and made one call. It was to a lawyer, a man who had been a family friend for years. Within minutes of hearing everything, he assured me, "You've given her everything. If she wants to test you, we'll show her where that road really leads." We began preparing documents that would not only protect me, but also expose the toxic manipulation of the so-called friends who had been fueling this situation. On the third day of her absence, she called me. Her voice sounded playful, almost smug. "Miss me yet? Maybe next time you'll listen to me more instead of always being busy." I didn't argue. I simply told her I hoped she was enjoying her time. She laughed, completely unaware of the storm I had already set in motion. By the fifth day, I was ready. I sent her an email, calm, clear, and direct. It included a letter from the lawyer outlining separation proceedings, financial boundaries, and custody discussions if things went further. I also attached screenshots of conversations her friends had sent me, filled with insults about her behind her back, mocking her while treating her like entertainment. The next day, she showed up at the house, her suitcase still in her hand, her face pale. She wasn't angry. She was scared. She had believed her friends' lies, thinking they were helping her, when in reality, they were tearing her down for their own amusement. Now she stood in front of me, finally understanding the weight of her choices. Tears streamed down her cheeks as she whispered, "I thought you'd chase me. I thought this would make you love me more. I didn't know they were laughing at me the whole time." She dropped her suitcase and fell to her knees, begging me to forgive her, begging me to save what was left of us. I looked at her, broken and trembling, and for the first time in years, I didn't feel weak. I felt strong. "You let them decide for you," I said softly. "You didn't trust me or us, and that's something I can't just forget." In that moment, she finally understood the truth. The lesson she wanted to teach me had backfired. The one call I made had changed everything, and this time, it was her turn to feel the emptiness of being left behind.